Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Yo, please come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, please, thumbs it up. Please make sure that you support this channel. The Cash App is in the comments below. Y'all know off top I'm promoting because I want all of y'all to smell good. Oud Satin Mood. This is my new favorite scent. Let me tell you something. So yesterday I mentioned in this video the Oud Satin Mood. This is a fragrance that goes up to like $600, right? But they have, this is like the oil version of the Oud Satin Mood, and it's $155. This is a very high quality potent cologne. You know what I'm saying? It smells so good, and you could get your foot in the door for $155 and experience what it's really all about before you make that bigger purchase. You see, they give you 4 bottles. These are the elixirs of the Oud Satin Mood extrait. When I tell you it smells so good, it's delightful. Like, you definitely gonna turn heads with this scent. It smells like money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna link this below in my store on YouTube. I believe it's $155 at Neiman Marcus. So I'm gonna link that below. Get into that. Check that out. Oud Satin Mood. Let me see real quick. Made in France, and you already know how the fragrances do when they come from France. Like, this is, Oud Satin Mood. This is an MFK brand. If you heard about Baccarat and all of those, different varieties that come from MFK. I'm not sure if you're aware of this brand, but make sure that you check that out. The link is below if you want to, tap in and check it out. Go to your local Neiman Marcus if you local, and just so you can smell it. I'm telling you, smell like money. So listen, let's get into it. What I want to talk about today is Shannon Sharpe, Nicki Minaj, right? I also want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, a little brief about Cardi B too, right? So everybody knows what's going on with Shannon Sharpe, and everybody knows what Shannon Sharpe does in his interviews. It seems as though every time he's interviewing some popular celebrity, Nicki Minaj name comes up, right? Don't know Megan Thee Stallion name come up, don't know Cardi B, don't know Doechii, don't know nobody. It's always Nicki Minaj, right? And it feels intentional, and he adds her names to titles and all of that too. And listen, I understand that this game of content creation, you can't tell nobody what to put in their titles, what to talk about, because some people may feel like, oh, you talking about Cardi? I do whatever I want to. But right, I do think that Shannon Sharpe plays with Nicki a certain type of way, and he exposed himself when Funny Marco was on his show, and he said that Nicki Minaj would not come on his broadcast because he's playing those petty games. And he was saying, what did he say before? Nicki who? Like, he tried to be funny, and then it was around the time that Megan Thee Stallion came on the show. Now, everything that's going on with Shannon Sharpe. Now he's, being litigated civil court in regards to some egregious allegations from this young white woman. Now, me personally, I know that you may have a different understanding of things that's happening. I personally feel like it's calculated. I feel like this woman put all of these things together, and unfortunately these men, they go for these white women and they get entangled with them, and then unfortunately they end up getting sued. So listen, I can't even say that I don't wish the demise on anybody. I don't delight in it at all. But it's just like, I feel like if you're in your 50s, damn near your 60s, when are you finally going to learn? When are you going to learn to just move better, move wiser? How many of you out there right now would love to be in a fortunate position financially, and that you will be calculated in your moves and making sure that you're not, doing anything that can possibly end you or take a hit against your hit against your finances? Well, anyway, Nick, listen, Nicki Minaj will always get the final laugh. Shannon Sharpe, oh, he ain't that sharp. He out here, an audio leak today. He out here told this woman, she was like, I don't want you to choke me. It all sound like some actress acting type. And this girl sounds so young, so slow. And Shannon Sharpe, see, listen, let me tell you something. I told y'all in my video yesterday, and this message goes out to any of the young ladies. Listen, don't let nobody wash you up. But when you young, you getting with these niggas who older, they trying to steal your youth. You letting these old niggas wash you up, control you, all of that. Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to be funny, because I know that some of my peoples watch my videos, right, from back home. But I had a friend who, when we was in, and everybody thought that this was cool. I had a friend that when we was younger in high school, she dating this guy 28, 29 years old. Guess what? As teenagers, when we would go out places, go out to eat, go out to do this and this or whatever, right? She will always be on the phone You know why she was on the phone? Because he had to hear the conversation, what was going on. He had to make sure that she wasn't talking to nobody else. Girl went on to have, like, you know, kids by this man. He's, you know, I know that people overuse the word narcissistic and all of that, but she had to get away from him pretty much. It really got toxic and got bad. So yeah, he was in her life since she was 18, 17 years old, 28, 29 years old, controlling. That's what happens, and it's usually behind an insecure man. Shannon Sharpe, come on. He know Shannon Sharpe, Butterbean. He know that. Listen, let me tell you something. When it come to this game and people spending their money, they know that money talks and bullshit walks. It does. So you can get anything as long as you got some money. You can get some PUSSY. But my whole thing is this, right? If somebody of Shannon Sharpe's stature and with his access to resources and all of that, right? Why wouldn't you get somebody your own damn age? Is it because you know that they know better? Now, let's get back to the topic at hand. You know, these people play these games, they say these names, and it's like I feel like he brings Nicki's name up all the time in inappropriate, inopportune times. He brings her name up, and I feel like he does it to thrash against her and be funny. Now, I believe, you know, especially since a lot of people see what happened with Megan Thee Stallion. You know, Megan has a song coming out this Friday. When I first seen the clip of the video online, I think I seen Pop Bass posted. It made me think of the telephone with Beyonce was in the car with telephone. She's always riding and jockeying Beyonce. Like, when are you gonna get off of it, Megan? It's like not even funny. I feel like with, you know, Beyonce, maybe it's because, you know, when her documentary, she said that, you know, she go to different people's shows and she steal stuff. She be like, they gonna be mad, we gonna steal their whole show. But damn, be inspired by the dame, but you gotta have your own, like, you gotta have your own. One thing I will say about the quality of the video, though, as it relates to the video she's promoting, the whatever, it kind of was like good quality, like the Bigger in Texas. Bigger in Texas, that looked like 4K, 6K. Like, that video was shot really, really clean. It was a really clean video. But Megan, you know, I say with a lot of artists, like when it comes to, you know, not to get far away from the Shannon Sharpe situation, but with a lot of artists, it just gets boring. Like, you know, they release a song, they release a video, they release a song. Like Cardi, she can never come out with a song without the video. They always, it accompanies each other. And Megan, she gonna have another song that's gonna what? Like, is this even gonna go up? Is it gonna do any numbers? You know, just had to throw that in there so you know Megan's coming. But yeah, Nicki Minaj will always get the last laugh. Shannon Sharpe. Now Shannon Sharpe getting stabbed in the back, huh? Wasn't too sharp. Getting stabbed in the back. I want to know how he gonna react. Now, I said on my Twitter page, I said Shannon Sharpe, you know, he find opportunities to bring Nicki Minaj's name up in every interviews. Now he got something new to be talking about. Now you got something new to be talking about. Let's talk about these cases and how you've been phonying up all of these people's faces, trying to leave no traces. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you this, and this does not apply to people just who have money. I'm 42 years old. I knew that this day would come, whether it's me being in a relationship, whether it's me being successful in life. And you never want anything that somebody can throw against your name, right? Be very careful with your moves, how you be very calculated with everything. The people who you're attached to. I need you to diagnose quick the people who you ain't even supposed to be around. Get a check, do a spirit check of their spirit. You know, see how they treat other people, how they talk about other people. You know, be very careful, be very mindful about the energies around you. Because one thing about me, I go ghost quick. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I knew that this point would reach in my life, and I don't want nothing attached to my name at all. You know, might have a little bit student loan debt and have some, you know, things like that. We all got some sort of student loan debt or debt lingering over us, but I don't have any people who I've wronged, or nobody can put any claims against me at all, right? So with Shannon Sharpe, having that access like a Diddy, having that access like a Diddy, and having access like Shannon Sharpe, these people are millionaires and they still make poor choices. I can't help to say it over and over, but it makes me feel bad for the average American who's just struggling to get, you know, even people on YouTube trying to get their views up, trying to get into a different, you know, not saying you don't even know how those people will act once they get money and access and all that. But I'm telling you, listen, I'm already a limited person. My people on this channel already know that about me. I remember I did this post a few weeks ago and I was saying like, oh, I want somebody to come travel with me. And I put like it was like a fake date. It was honestly something that I copied from Twitter, and it had like February 30th or something like that. And a few of my subscribers, they typed to me and they also wrote under the comments, they said, I know you didn't you're not inviting nobody because you're very private. I feel like I would be the perfect person to be a millionaire because I would be so ghost, I would be so low. And you don't got to be like that. You can be like that and not be a millionaire. I'm very meticulous, ridiculous with the spots that I'm in, with the people who I associate, and all of that, right? I'm very aware of what I do now, and even though this is a lower scale, I don't get massive amounts of views. I think about when people invite me to places, I'm like, just depending on the type of place and the type of people, I'm like, very low, like, you know what I'm saying? Very, very low, just very watchful, you know what I'm saying? But listen, look at Shannon Sharpes, look at the Diddies. They assaulting people allegedly behind the scenes, mistreating people, and then it's taking a hit, at their finances. You know what I'm saying? My aunt send me something every day on in regards to politics. I stopped reading the messages. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you ever know somebody just inundate and just flood you? Let's get back to the topic at hand. So, Nicki will have the last laugh, Shannon Sharpe. She will have the last laugh, bringing her name up ridiculously. I don't know what you was trying to do. Do you think that, people do little things where they try to signal people, to drag people, or, they bring names up because they know that the barbs is going to, swirl around it or whatever. And, maybe he's thinking he's going to get more traction because a lot of people, 2025 taught me a lot about the rage baiting that people do. And this is why, with myself, I'm not really reactive to things, especially attacks from people who I don't know. You just got to be very tactful. You as an individual as well, be very tactful in how you approach things. Now, this is what I wonder, right? Cardi B, she must be dropping soon, right? So she's really quiet right now. I ain't see really no motion. Well, she ain't really got no motion anyway, right? So I'm wondering now, because that she was eyeing Club Shay. Now you think she gonna go on Club Shay with all of the allegations? Well, she's a trifling ass BITC anyway. I said in my video yesterday that Cardi B admitted to drugging and robbing men, and she ain't lose no endorsements. It's like she gained more. Huh? So listen, you think she gonna grace Shannon Sharpe's show, or she gonna dodge it? What you think? I know Nicki is sitting back behind the scenes laughing at this right now. I know she's like, look, see, when you do we play clown games, you get however the saying goes, you know what I'm saying? But it's all funny to me. I really want to know what y'all think about everything that's going on with Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comments and harp. I want to know what you feel about it. Do you feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe? Where do you think a lot of these rich celebrities go wrong with the finances? And I think this is what I honestly think, right? We work day to day, and I'm not paycheck to paycheck. I do got some savings, but I do need my paycheck every time it drop, right? But it's like we work paycheck to paycheck. We get our money and we do our thing, and it's like, I believe that keeps us humble. I do believe it's a point where people have so much money where it's just like, that becomes so regular to them that they don't even care. I would never be in that type ever, because I would be constantly, even now, I'd be thinking about investments and different ways to flip money. These people be bored and then they just turn evil. They turn evil. It got to be something in the celebrity psyche that is causing these people to go crazy. I want to know, do you feel sorry for him? Do you feel like this woman, Zuniga, that she set him up? I feel like she knew exactly what she was doing. Yes. And then that audio came out today, and he's talking about how would the media feel about a big black man choking out a little white girl? Shannon, keep Nicki name out your mouth. I think a lot of people, they don't realize, especially in situations where it pertains to her, that she always has the last laugh. I made a post on Twitter, and I actually said that, right? I said, now Shannon Sharpe can bring up other topics instead of Nicki Minaj in every interview. You got other topics to worry about, bitch. You got other topics to worry about, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Go get that yogurt, stick to Dannon. Yeah, I know you hot, hit the fanning. Yeah, you better really get the planning. put the plans in. Yeah. So I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Megan Thee Stallion dropping a new record this Friday. You think she coming to flop? I'm trying to think. Megan Thee Stallion, Doechii, Lotto, Glorilla, they're all nominated for AMAs, right? I don't understand how Megan Thee Stallion is nominated. She dropped in 2024. No, Nicki dropped her album in 2023, right? And then she's still the best-selling female rapper to date with no project out in like almost 2 years. That's crazy. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Shout out to all of the talented female rappers. You know, Doechii's supposed to be dropping her album soon. Also, Doja Cat's working on her project as well. Megan, you know, Megan, one thing I give her credit for, she gonna drop even if she flop. Cardi, she trying to wait for the perfect moment. You know, sucking on Black Ball Sack. Now she over there with what's his name? What's that football player name? He irrelevant. I can't remember his name right now in the moment. You'll put it in the comments. But it's like she always waiting for these perfect moments to drop. Right now, probably gargling the balls of somebody at the record label right now, trying to figure out her budget, trying to see how she gonna thug it, trying to be like, oh, I need 20 million the first week and this song dropped the radio. She's trying to put all the pieces. When it's silence like this, I told y'all, there's things being worked on in the back. I want my single on today's top hits. I haven't been on there for none of my releases yet because you've been flopping. Yeah, look at the raw data. See, when Nicki wasn't getting on today's top hits, you felt good about it and everything Cardi was going up. She might even try to collaborate with Bruno Mars again. You know what I'm saying? She sees Sexy Red did it, and you know she can't stand to see the black girl have anything. And she probably feel like, oh, that song ain't do what mine did. Yeah, but you also had the payola era too, you know? You also had that. So listen, get in the comments, let me know what you think. Please make sure that you check out Oud Satin Mood. This fragrance right here, Oud Satin Mood. If you are close to a Neiman Marcus, go into the store and try Oud Satin Mood Extrait. The Extrait is more potent than the Parfum. I'm gonna drop the link below. Trust me, this is a scent that you want to get your hands on. It's perfect. Let me see if I can actually get. Yeah, but listen, with this set right here, before I go again, I want just to let you know, this is the roll-on, right? I even asked my coworker today because, yo, you know what's so crazy? Just to give you an example, and I'm not bullshitting you, right? You know that when you go into the store and you get samples, I went into the store last Wednesday and I got this sample, right? This, when I tell you this is so potent, I still got a half a bottle of this sample left. And I use my roll-ons to it. Like I used one of these today. I just put it back in the case, like just to make it, you know, look all nice and pretty. You see how gold it is? Like this is some real exclusive, like for real, right? So you don't even, you put it on the wrist, you put it on the, you know, whatever, you about to go do your little, you know, you hooking up or doing whatever you're doing with your boo, put it on your neck, put it on your wrist, and then, you know, when you get that hug, it's just going to be encompassing the whole area. You're going to fit the criteria, I'm telling you. And this right here, now, when I re-up the next time, I'm definitely getting the Extrait spray. Yeah, because that lasts long, yo, far too long. Even with the my favorite, the blue jean, right? Ooh, and I got some Creed Ventus too. Creed, that smells so good. I wore that to the gym yesterday. I was like, yo, Creed is what I need. The Ventus, it's gonna run you about $600 though. That's gonna run you about $600. Listen, work hard so that you can get some of the good things, because cologne, I don't want to smell like everybody else. I don't, you know. Get your hands on some of that Oud Satin Mood. I'm going to drop the link on this video so you see it. And yeah, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about anything I discussed. You know, I try to like do a video and because I haven't been active in the past few days. So I said, let me come and give them something. This is a topic that I spoke about on Twitter earlier in regards to Shannon Sharpe. Nicki Minaj having a last laugh, you know. Shannon, stop bringing her name up. You know, you're going through your own trials and tribs. Stop bringing her name up, and you know, yeah. Potent Pondering. I'm up out of here. Peace.